All right, all right, all right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good afternoon. Happy Friday, everybody. And I'm Swap Up Gaming, and we're here to continue. Yesterday we were working with our secure container, making sure that we could actually enter the container via a code. See what we got, so we can see. That's the wrong thing. That's wrong. Oh yeah, I put those out. So what I need to do, I need to make sure that I have something to play around with. So I'm gonna play with 2 players right now, and this character is gonna put out a container, and secure. Avoid that. Let's see if I can get around here somehow. And we're gonna set in a passcode, and the passcode is gonna be 98765, and deploy that. Cool. Let's shut this down. That is saved in the persistent system, and then we're gonna play this game. Now we can actually try to open this, and we get the passcode, and the passcode was 98765. And when we enter that passcode, we can now enter the inventory there. And of course, if we try it again and we enter the wrong password, so we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it says incorrect password. So that was what we were doing yesterday. That worked perfectly. Now, what I've been doing during the morning off stream here, because I actually didn't have a freaking clue on how to do this stuff, so I had to sit and work this through. Anyway, as you see here, previously I had a resistance for damage, right? You get damage with a specific type of damage type: explosive, electromagnetic, energy, kinetic, thermal, corrosion, radiation, or plasma. Actually, plasma is a brand new that we just entered in here. We had one resistance for all types, no matter what. So here we are actually entering a new type of system where we are doing resistance for the different damage types, but we also going to determine if it is a shield, or if it's hitting the armor, or if it's hitting the core. And therefore we can have different we can patch different resistant holes depending on if we have a vehicle that are shield tanked, or if we want to armor tank it. So we can concentrate on just doing the armor being targeted for our resistance, or if you want to do it for the shields. And therefore we can concentrate, say that yes, our shield going to be very, very resistant to a specific type of damage, and then we can say that our armor is going to be very tanky against another type of damage, or whatever we want to do. And this is maybe not so much cool when it comes to, it's pretty cool, but it might not be as cool as for PvP as it is when we're setting up NPCs. Then we can say that they have very tanky on everything except with thermal on the shields, or plasma on the shields. Then it's going to be very, very tanky on everything but corrosive and radiation on the armor, and therefore you have to start playing with different ammunition types when you're trying to hit those. That's what we're gonna work a little bit with today. Is that we are going to review or show this to the user through a widget. And also I've been redoing my exec calc, where we are now going to pick up all those new resistances, all the thermal resistance, shield, armor, core resistances, and we are going to evaluate the shield, armor, and core values. So we're moving all that from our attribute set into the exact calc. So now the attribute set is actually not having anything to do with armor. I moved all that out of there, and now everything is actually inside. Let's see, put this over here. Need that open. So we are grabbing here now our shield, armor, and core values, and then inside here we are also grabbing our resistances depending on the damage type to layer resistance. So this is running through all the layers. So look at this guy here. I mean, this is just jumping back and forth a little bit, but we are setting that up when we're creating our gameplay tags. So we are creating a new layer rest type tags. So each damage has now 3 resistances. Previously, it's only had 1. So we had to create a little struct for that, so we could hold all 3. And then we'll run through those. So if the incoming damage is of type, for example, let's see here. That's the set by caller. Right now, here we are collecting the resistance, and we're clamping that to 0 to 100 to get the percentage right. And then we're grabbing the set by caller, so we get the correct. That's pair key here is this is the pair there. So we get the key, so that's the damage type. So we're getting that damage type, and we're checking that damage type's value. So we get that value into the damage type value. So for example, 100 here or 50 here. And then we're checking if it's radial damage, and we did the update that we did before. And then we are actually applying it. Here is the whole function we had inside our attribute set earlier. Now we are adding it in here instead. So we are checking now the damage, and then we are checking the shield resistance, and we're making it into a 0 to 1 value. And then we remove it from the shield, and we add the spent on shield and what's remaining, and then what's remaining we go into the armor, and then we do the same thing again. And then if we have anything left, then we go and we set the damage to the core. And then after we run all those through, we are saving it, of course, into a. Let's see where we are at. Let's see. Hold on. There. No. Above here. So this shield damage spent, armor damage spent, and core damage spent is what we are adding directly to our shield. So we're adding it to the shield, the damage spent, and we have a negating. So we do a negative instead of a positive here. And same thing with armor damage spent, the core damage spent. So we're removing that. And then in the attribute set, we are just going to check if it's the core, if the core is 0 or less. And then you're dead. Pardon me. So that's basically how it works. Now, what we also can do is that we can say that if the armor that we spent, for example, let's open up the Ooh. Let's see. Got here. Set. Here we go. Yeah, here we go for broadcast death. So basically, we're checking getting core, and then we are making sure that it's not less than 0. And then if it is less or equal to 0, then we're broadcasting that. We don't have that yet. But what we could do also is check that if the armor is below a certain point, then we can change the material on the armor on the vehicle, so it looks like it's damaged. So we can change the skin on it or something like that. That can all be going in here. So we control that. We're setting the skin of the vehicle to whatever we want to show. If we want to show some kind of damage because of the armor or the core or whatnot is damaged, then we can set a skin, and then whenever we update it and repair the vehicle, we can set that the skin of the vehicle, is in the repair mode, whatever you want to do, right? It's just an easily change of material, really. Oh, yeah, that was a lot of talking there. What's next? Well, what I want to do now is I want to just make a widget that is going to present all this data to the user if they want it. They want to see how their, what they, how should I put it? What their resistance holes are. They should be able to see that. So we need to create a widget to do so. I have this. I've been thinking about that all day. This whole fitting window, we need to redo it. So I want this fitting stuff to be in a floating window. Same thing, the offensive, defensive could be in one floating window with 2 tabs, but also fitting could be that other. I don't even know what the hell this is supposed to be. I think I want to do these into floating windows. The storage we already have a floating window for. I mean, that's what this is. That's a floating window for storage, so we don't really need that. I also want to make a floating window for station inventory. So whenever we are in the station and you want to be able to interact with the station, you have a floating window for it. Because right now it's just fixed, it's set, and that's it. So we have a window. We're gonna have a window with the settings, or with the slots. And then you drag from either here or from here or here or whatever into those slots. That will update the stats. And I think that also that window should somehow implement the offensive, defensive, and fitting information into a little bit bigger, but it needs to be a floating window. That's what I'm trying to come down to. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, so what we're gonna do right now is just create a basic widget that we can place inside the offensive window here, and then we can work from there, and then we move everything over to individual floating windows. So I think that's how we're going to address this. Yeah, so let's start by creating a window that will take all our defensive stats here. That means our resistances. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into content, game, print, UI, and we're gonna put it in here for now. Or wait a minute, ship. We have ship windows. This is where we want to put it. All right. So just do as I always do. I start with the regular user widget, just to build it up. And then we'll start moving it over to C++ code as we need it. So this is WVP what are we gonna call it? This will be resistance. The resistance display. Resistance display. Right? Cool. We start with a size box. Boom. That in there. I have no idea what to use this, so let's say, I don't know, 300 by 150 maybe. Change this to the side. Oh, that could probably work. Okay. I also want to take a little quick gander here, because I have in my reprocessing here, in this particular one, I want to see what this actually was. This is buttons that I've been using, and it's called base yield button. Basically what it is I click on it and it extracts a let's just do this. So if we go in here, we are looking for some kind of ore. No ore. Oh, there we go. Ore. And click on reprocess. And now we can check. So this is just a toggle to show sub widgets. So what I want to do is want to be able to have these toggles for the different layers. So for example, I'm gonna have shield, gonna be armor, and gonna be core, and underneath here we're gonna have 8 different widgets that will just show the current value of those things. Grab that and put that back. Anyway, so I'm gonna have that open. I want to probably copy that somehow. So let's see here. We're gonna have a vertical, right? That's the main thing. We have a vertical box. All. Let's see here. So we're gonna have another vertical. Let's see. I'm gonna have a couple of these. 1, 2, 3. Fill, fill, and fill. All right. We're gonna have one for How did I do that here? I can't remember. This is a base bird. So this is a vertical box, right? And inside here, I have a vertical box and the base yield hide box. And this vertical box have a horizontal box and a yield line and an image. Oh, image. Almost have to go in and look at the actual code. I don't think it's a, I think it's a C. Yeah. Mouse button event. Huh. No, this is the drag and drop functionalities. That's what that is. Remove right, there's the selection stuff. Drag cancelled. On click, there's. Oh yeah, look at that. We did it in C++. in blueprints here. Yeah, so we get collapsed and then blah blah and blah blah and yeah. All right, so we'll copy some of these codes. I think need to be in there, and this one can be closed. All right. So let's see. Let's start with the top one, and the top one is gonna be shield box. We're gonna have armor box. We're gonna have a core box. I don't know. Feels like I'm missing something. I have here somehow I like this little box. I want another box on top. That's what I actually thought about. And yeah, it could probably be a horizontal box because I just wanted text on that thing. A bit like so. Item name. Don't think I need any. I'm just gonna copy this guy here. Top. There we go. And I can delete that guy because I don't think I need that. This will be resistances. Right? Fuck it. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Not at this point. Just want to get this to work. Then we have the base yield. Horizontal type. We have this. Let's just copy that and see what the hell we get. See, that's the line we talked about. I don't know. Base yield item. So this, I want the text here. Be there. That should just be shield resistances. So we got a toggle box. That gotta be set in here somewhere, right? As I said, it's been a while since I did this. Bind item to selected. Set the brushes. Yeah, there's a couple of brushes here. We got a selected brush and on background image. Basically, I have a selected brush and I have a background. Yeah. Wait a minute. I got a slate brush. Slate brush. So let's going to be selected. Selected brush. Selected. Create another one. Going to be unselected. Copy. Paste. And deselected. Copy. And paste. Right. At least I got those there. I'll set it up in a bit. Yeah, alright, so that is not gonna work. Jumping back and forth here. Let's just copy these guys. Rename this shield resistance. Go. Call this armor. This is going to be for resistance. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just fixing this little bug. Oh. Oh, there we go. Lock. Thank you. All right, cool. Let's see where we're at now. Vertical box. Heel liner. Okay, what about this one? I don't know if this is gonna work, but armor resistances. There. This is gonna be core. There we go. All right. Something. I want this to have some kind of padding at the bottom, maybe 5. Something like that. And now what? Let's see here. Yeah, so I got this little thing here is what we are putting into the sub thing, right? So we should create one of those as well. Not here though. In ship window. God damn, I got warm today. Oh well, I'm gonna create a use widget. I like those sub user widgets, and this is going to be so we need to create. I'm gonna have 8 of each. So I'm gonna be 4 times 4 times 3. There's gonna be a grid. Let's see, we need to set it up as a grid, and so we're gonna create individual ones. So this is gonna be a resistance WBP underscore resistance scalar resistance shower resistance viewer resistance view would be a good name maybe. All right, now this also is going to have a size box. Let's name these as I usually do. Root size. Ah shit, I can't even see. Right? And the root size box, this is not going to be too big. We're going to make it maybe, I don't know, 25? No, 75. We know that my other widget is going to be too narrow. And it's going to be 50 high. Not too high. We'll see. Tired. Oh, fuck. That is not going to work. 100. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, 250? No, 25. That is too small. 125. 50. Maybe that doesn't look right. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so what is it we want? We want the name of the resistance that we want to have. We want to have a progress bar, and we want a text that will show the exact percentage that we have. So we're gonna have a vertical box, I guess, in here, and so we're gonna have a horizontal box on top, and another horizontal. We'll see exactly what we're gonna do there. I don't know yet. Let's see. Fill. On top, we're gonna have a text block. Holy maybe that was big. But just because we are way too much here, we are way too big. 18, I think, is enough. I mean, to be honest, what's the longest word that we have? Electromagnetic, I think, is the longest. Copy that. Put that in here. See what that looks like. Woo! Yeah. See, it's way too. And we're gonna have another text. All of a sudden, we are like, yeah. I don't know what I was thinking about when it comes to sizes. 200. This is not. What the hell are you talking about? Electromagnetic. What the fuck can this be? I don't know. 14. Maybe. Well, maybe this is enough. Okay. through a progress bar. Let's see. First of all, I want that to be red. Or blue. Purple. I don't know. Let's say blue. That's fine. The background needs to be different, but where do we set the background? Anyway, I think I will not need to wrap this with a overlay. This is not going to be the way it looks. But I want to have a text here. This text is going to be very small. And see here. No, I want it to be out there. Outline size. One. This is going to be like 92.5%. I'm going to have another text. I see that now. This needs to be wrapped with a horizontal box. There we go. Because now we also want to have another text box. So, and with the same, what I can do is I can just copy that. So, and this is just going to be a %. Give me a second. All right. This to have a little room, maybe 10 from the left. That better? Hey, 77, how you doing, man? Welcome in. Nah. How are you doing today? I don't know. Jesus. It's not until you actually put it together when you start seeing that what the hell is going on. Because right now you're like, I don't know. Then you put it together and you go like, yeah, this is not right. This is not right. Well, we'll do. That will do for now. Let's see. There we go. So at the bottom here, this is gonna be way too small. I just know it. What size is this? 300 wide. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm trying to at least do it every now and then. You know, it's 200. Jesus. Oh, 200 wide. Let's say I want two at least. Just need 400. At least 410 wide. Um, and let's see. High. I don't know what to do here. My God, it's a fucking Christmas song again. Jesus, almost summer. I'm doing pretty okay. I've been working with this all morning. So what I've been doing basically is I reworked my entire damage application system. So now we are actually going to have resistance on layer level. So you can have different resistances on shield, on armor, and on core. So that's what I've been doing my entire morning. So how are you doing? Do you have a good day? Been doing anything fun today? 4, 8, 16. 200. This is probably the size I needed at least. I don't know. Feels too small. 300. We'll put it together and we'll see what the fuck it looks like. So basically, the hide box here is a vertical box. I don't think we're gonna have a vertical box here. I want a grid. To be honest, I want a grid. Grid panel, uniform grid panel. U grid. I think it's a grid panel I want, right? Where the hell did you end up? No, 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 no. Shit. There. Build. So I want. This is just gonna be checked. So I want to. What is this? I don't even know what the hell this is. Column fill, row fill. This is when it comes to I don't have any clue. Resistance view. Okay, let's just check your resistance. Resistance view. Okay, that's way too big. That's fine. This is going to be row. Okay. Jesus. How the fuck did it become this big? 12. Okay. Let's just. I want to see what the hell it would look like. So we're gonna go into a fitting menu. I want it. Pencil tab, which is a tab selector. God. processing input there, resistance display. So you've been up to something, or you know, what you've been doing? Oh, look at this. Yeah. That's way too small. This is fine. Huh. Um, okay. First of all, let's just grab this a little bit, and we do little padding on the left and right. 5, 5, 5, 5. Have you been coding, or what have you been up to? Oh, this is not enough. Okay, first of all, shield box. Oh, there we go. Armor box output. And core box output. Just want to see what the hell this looks like, and then we can, you know. Let's see. Okay, so that's that. And then we have number 2. That's row 1, column 1. Row 0, column 2. 1. Sorry. There we go. Copy those. And 2. And 3. Because this is what I was thinking about from the start. Maybe it's too much. How would that look? Or sticking out a little bit too much, right? The problem is we have going to have 8 of them in this. I want all these to have row 1 in them. They need to be a little smaller. Same time, you need to be able to see them. Let's see. If I do this 150. Then we are taking just the wrong one. There we go. Take these. Now we're just gonna say I don't know. This is kind of complicated. Because I would like to have it fill all the way out. Like automatically. Oh no, not auto. Do this. Hey, Zlatan, Asatlan, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm doing great. Just trying to freaking figure out what to do here, but that is not gonna work. I'm doing great, actually. How are you doing? The problem is this. What we should close these guys down. Maybe we should close them down because I just keep on going into those. I want them to be auto. Do that to auto. The game is going good too. Yeah. Going forward. I took a decision here because sometimes I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. So I made a decision that every day I'm gonna do one major thing, one major task, and if I have to sit through the night to get it done, I'll have to do it. So today I actually already done the major task, and now we're just cleaning up the side stuff that coming with it. But yeah, pretty fun. This is actually. Do we have? Is there function here? Let's see. Resistance. Is gonna add that. Is there a function in the grid panel? Because I've never really worked with it. Yeah, it will add up. It will add up. I want this to spread out. Never really worked with the grid box. I don't know what this is. Column fill. I don't know what this is. 5? No. Oh, something happened. What the hell was? Okay. Row fill. I actually have no idea what this is. Okay, let's go to second 5. Oh, what? Oh, okay. So, okay. Okay. So we have 4 rows here. So they are evenly distributing the space that they contain. Okay. So if I want one to have a little bit less than the other one, so you know, all right. So okay, that's how that works. But that's not what I want. I want this to stretch out all the way. That's what I want. No matter what, I wanted to fill the thing. And to be honest, I would like to have a spacer in between. Maybe I can do that. No. Maybe I can do that from this. Column span, layers, nudge. Okay. Oh, nudge downwards. Okay. This one will nudge it to the right. Okay. If I'm doing a job. What do you mean by that? If I have a regular job? Yeah, I have a regular job as well, so need to, you know, get everything to work together. But yeah. Now I have a regular job. I'm a poker dealer, so I'm working a lot of night shifts. I used to work in IT. I got pretty tired of that, and then I got this extra job, so I can actually work, and it won't impact. So I can do this pretty much full time, and I can still work nights and weekends and still get an income. And then I have a wonderful, wonderful wife that makes kind of a big buck, so I don't feel any pressure. Um, but what the hell? Okay, so that's row span. Column span is. Okay, that's just stretching that out. It's not really doing what I wanted to do. Wait a minute. Uniform. I have something called uniform grid panel as well. Let's move these in there. You know, I'm just testing it. Boom! Boom! That was what I was looking for all along. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's what I wanted all along. All right, cool. Which sector was in IT? Now it was IT support. So business to business. So basically, we worked with Swedish companies, and basically, I don't know where you come from now, but for us it was like the Swedish postal services, right? And we had Norwegian postal services. The sorting machine went out in the middle of the night, and they called us, and we're like, yeah, we'll create a ticket, or we try to, fix the problem, and then we created a ticket and created, whatever the problem was. We tried to sort it out and fix it. So that's what we did. People called in and went like, yeah, my laptop just shut down. I have no idea what to do. All my files are gone. We helped them out. But we did do So I did that for a few years, and then I became a team leader, and so I worked with some teams. Hell, the dog, just going insane now. Um, I worked with a Swedish team, Norwegian team, Danish team, Dutch team. Worked with Italians. The good thing with the working with Swedish customers was that I understood the language. This what we're doing here. Well, this kind of stuff is what I'm doing. I see is more. It's more of a, how should I put it? I don't do this as a coder, even though I do it as a coder. I mean, in C++ and stuff like that. But it's more aesthetics, and I'm making a game that I want to play. Sure, AI in the future can probably, you just toss everything into an AI and he will probably give you, spit out the game for you. But if you want it exactly the way I want it, you know, we'll see. Anyway, I'm old enough, so I'll probably be dead before the problem really arises. You know? My qualifications for what? When it comes to I don't have a university degree or anything like that. I actually coming from a background in sales, so my absolute background, if I put it like that, the first 17 years of my professional. Oh, my actual job? No, not the job I do now. Are you gonna get an AI to deal cards? You know, the other stuff I don't do anymore. Corporate fucking work, sitting in an office. Oh, fuck that. No, that is not. That is not what I'm doing. I did it for 5 years. I'm so old. People might not think so, but I did 17 years within retail. I own my own supermarket. I sold my own supermarket in 2007. And then I started driving a cab for a few years, and then I got into IT, and then I moved to Ireland, and I started working here. I'm turning 50, man. I'm turning 50. Yeah. So I start working with the IT, and then COVID hit, and we start working from home, and I really didn't want to go back to the office. So I did everything I could to try to learn new skills and do things that I really enjoyed. And I came across, I started learning coding, and this is what I do as a hobby now. Streaming, if anybody want to support me, feel free to do so. I mean, the streaming is probably just me having fun right now. We'll see what happens in the future. You know, but I enjoy myself. That's it. And financially, I mean, we have an income from my wife. I have my income from dealing, poker dealing, and we're fine with that right now. But I mean, it's not something I can retire on. But at least I'm having fun, and then I do this. So I work roughly 60, 70 hours a week on these two things. So it's not like I don't do anything. But, this is probably never going to pay anything, But I do enjoy doing it. So that's the most important thing, I think. All right. Let's see. So, the hell is this? Oh yeah, that's it. Went like I didn't even know where it was. All right. So we want to have these resistances. I mean, this is just markup right now. I'm just marking up. But this needs to be for my armor resistances. Should have 8 of these as well. So let's see. Armor resistances. The vertical box, uniform panel grid. I'm gonna go below. Let's see here so we know what the hell we are. Shield resistance, armor resistance. Horizontal box. Shield box. What the hell? Is that where I put it? Like so? That's what I wanted? Right? I mean, it looks horrible right now, but technically, so you're gonna have all the resistant types, the 8 resistant types for shield, and then for armor and for core. And then you click this little button here that will open and close this. You don't have to see all of it at once if you don't want to. Right. Text is a little small. You can update that just for the hell of it. I think that's a little bit too small. Let's do that. 16. That to 18. Put that to 2. What that looks like. Boom, boom. Yeah, we'll work with that. Also want this to have a little bit of padding. Let's see, let's do 5 and 5. There we go. Compile, compile, compile. All right. And that word, this is the longest word, electromagnetic. The longest name we have. All right. Cool. All right. Let's see here. How did we do it with my other let's see. Response process. If we look at my this guy right here. Let's see. So we had a unselected. Take a look at that. Oh yeah, that's just that. We need to go to the actual controller. What was that called? Reprocessing widget controller, some shit like that. UI widget controller. Reprocessing. And this is reprocessing input item widget. This is the actual controller for that. Oh, and the function, it's, let's see here. So what did we do here? Find event to on item selected. Find item, wait a minute. It's gotta be in my, Wait a minute. On item selected. What the hell did I do here? This is delegate. Wait a minute. Did I do something in a parent class or some shit? Item display parent controller. There we go. Jesus, sometimes. You know, when you do something months and months and months later, and you're like, what's happening here? There we go. And we should have, there we go, on item selected. Boom. Oh, this one. This is what they call blueprint. If you ever heard them talk about blueprinting, that's what this is. This is blueprinting. It's basically a visual version of C++ coding. Some people love it. To me, it's a little bit. It can get very messy very fast when you get very, very big classes. And I mean, for certain things, it's very easy to work out of blueprinting when it comes to widget control. You know, when you're in a widget and you need to do something fast and dirty, it's easy to just drag it out and fix it. But when we're talking about classes that I have in C++ here with 2,500 lines of code, get that into one of these, it can get very, very messy. And to me, it's not really optimal. You know. All right. So we have a class, and when that is called, when that is selected, let's see. I'll try to think. What did I do here? If it is selected, then we are broadcasting true. If not, then we broadcast false. But I don't think this is a background image. That's not what we're talking about here. What I'm talking about is the selection. Jesus, I'm talking about something completely else. This is not what I'm talking about. These two is wrong. It's just wrong. Just the normal color. We can delete that. Figure out what the hell I'm supposed to do. Fitting man. No. Jesus, what the hell am I doing? Shoot. There we go. That's the one we want to delete. Deleted in the wrong file. Fuck me. Oh, I saw it straight away. That's fine. Damn, that was a close one. Nice to have this. Yeah, well, it's good to know both ways of doing it. If you can do something in C++, and then it's very easy to move over to the blueprint versions. And if you want to work there, and also if you bring in people into a project that only know blueprint, I mean, sure, you do it, and then if there is anything specific that you need to really do in C++ because it's much faster or cleaner, or especially when it comes to algorithms, if you want to do specific calculations. For example, if we look at my execcal damage here. I mean, this is honestly, this function would be a fucking nightmare to put together in, this is one function, right? Execute implementation. If I would do this one in Blueprint, it would be a fucking nightmare. I mean, come on. Try to do this in Blueprint. I don't know. Maybe I should do it just to freaking test it out, but stuff like that, It's just so nice to do in C++. So nice. All right, I have to figure freaking this out. This button here, I have on clicked on that. On click. Where is that? Possible here. Base yield button. Base yield collapse. Oh, there we go. That's what I have. Okay, cool. So this button here is that. And this is going to be called shield. Oh, shit. Shield resistance button. Boom. And this button here is going to be armor resistance button. And this down here going to be core resistance button. All right. Save and compile. So we're going to go in here. I'm going to remove these guys here. And armor resistance, core, and shield. Let's start with shield. On click. Armor on click. Core on click. Let's see what the hell we did. Possible base yield collapse system. Okay. The Boolean. If it is true, do this. If it's false, do that. We're gonna have that. So we're gonna do create a function. And the function is gonna be called collapse shield. I don't even know if we're gonna have base yield hidden. Okay, I'm gonna call it shield hidden. Just a boolean. Let's see what I did. If that is true, blah blah blah. Here, so I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna do a boolean, a branch. And I'm gonna set that. So if it is true, then we set it to false. If it's false, we set it to true. The next thing we did was have a base yield hide box. Okay, so that's what we were doing, and I think I removed it, or I. So we're gonna have a box here. Let's see here. Boom. This guy. I wonder if we can hide the whole fucking thing. Visibility, non-hit, collapse. I don't know. So this is the shield. Shield grid. This is going to be the armor grid. And we have the core grid, right? Core grid, armor grid, and shield grid. I'm going to do variables and devs. And let's see. I'll do the shield grid. And set visibility. Non-hit collapsed. Okay. Oh yeah, and then I had a line. Same thing there. We have these small lines that I want to use to separate those. Shield line. That's gonna be armor. Line. I'm gonna have core line here as well. Okay. Let's see. So we're gonna have the shield line. I wonder if I can make this into a. I need to be able to reuse this function, but we'll see. Feels weird if I'm gonna have 3 different functions. Basically do the same thing, but with different values here. Well, we'll see. I don't think I need that, so that's gonna collapse. What else did we do here? Right. We had a little bit of styling here. Set the style. So the base yield buttons. We're gonna do the button here. For shield button. Boom. Set style. Is that one or other one? Oh, it's this one. I'm gonna promote this the variable. I guess. I'm gonna call it button show style. Show style, yeah, baby. Button show style. All right. And this. I'm gonna remove that. I'm gonna create a new variable. This is gonna be button hidden style. Okay. Nice. All right. I'm gonna copy these styles. Button hidden show style. Copy. Paste. And then we're gonna do it with the hidden as well. There we go. Copy. And hidden paste. Nice. Okay, I just want to test this out. I know it's gonna look like fucking garbage, but I'm gonna do that now. Right. I didn't hook it up, did I? To be honest, I don't think I hooked it up. This is the wrong one. Ah. Where the fuck are we? Left shield. There we go. Left shield. I didn't hook it up. There we go. Feels like it's the other way around. Right? What the hell happened there? So when I clicked on it, this one shield hidden. Is it shield hidden? True. Then we set it to false. We show it. Showing the line. We're setting the button to show. If it is false, then we set it to true. We collapse it. We collapse the shield line and we set the style to hidden. So my question is, why didn't that happen? So we're going to do a print string. This is going to be hidden. No. Show. Hide. All right. Hide. 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 Okay. That's wrong. All right, let's do this. Think, man. Think. False. 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 Always false. Always false. Because it is a local. Oh, you mother. It's a local variable that gets reset every time we run it. Okay, so this needs to be a, can delete that. This needs to be a variable called hidden shield hidden. All right. Sometimes you just need to know what the fuck you're talking about. Or at least have a fantasy. Dunk. Delete those. That is that. And now we can say, oh, great. I'm going to do that and copy and paste. Oh, I need two. Boom. False. False. True. True. Set it to true. We got the set to true. 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 All right. There we go. All right. I also want this to change color. Right now it's the wrong way around. Or maybe it's right. No, it's probably right. It's green when you want to open it, and it's red when it's open and you want to close it. Yeah. However, I think I want to keep the line. I want to keep the line there. So I don't want this. Right. Let's see here. Yeah. Yep. 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 All right. So we need to set that. Let's just take a look at what I'm doing here. So I want to set up collapse system. Oh, right. All right. All right. Okay. I have a function for that. That's what I did there. All right. Go. Start by hiding it. What else do we do here? Well, basically can just run the freaking function, right? So let's see, collapse shield, boom. Let's do that. I don't have to worry about that, and it will be automatically like so. No? Oh, get it. Sometimes I feel like a freaking fool. So, event construct, right? On construct and run that guy there. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, there we go. It's not really what I wanted. So, let's see if I do that. There we go. Now I can undo that. Right, let's do that with the armor and core as well. Let's see. So I was thinking I should be able to just have these as inputs. See, that's the one we wanted. This is going to be called layer type. Okay. This is going to be the target type, and this is going to be the shield grid. So you do that. Hello? Come on. Thank you. And this is going to called grid type. Although I should be able to do an enum in here and just add the enum. And if I do that, then I can or not. Just promote that to local variable. This is going to be a local grid type. Local grid. And layer type, let's create this and that would be a problem to do this. Fuck. That means I can set that before I plug it in though. Huh. All right. We'll see what I can do about that. Let's see. That was a shield resistance button. I'm gonna do button type here. Dun, dun. Ah, come on. Like so. So, and here's the thing. Come on, man. Think. This is so simple. I know that. Because this is... Oh. Can I do this? Set? No. Oh my fucking god. It's not that hard. I can open a window. Oh. Okay. What I can do here, just for the hell of it, is that I can set that. Before. Then I control it after. The fact. Right? That means I do that. Not you. There. This is the shield button. I can do the shield button. Oh my god, where are you? Shield resistance button. Shield grid. That's it there. Now, here's the deal. shield hidden, right? Now we can set that before we send it in there. So if it's true, it becomes false. If it's false, it becomes true. And then we send that in there. No, we don't. Ah, Jesus! Come on, this is rocket science. This is hard math. This is hard. So, if it is, we gotta check this out. So if this is true, then it becomes false. We come in here. It is now false. Prior, fuck are you? There. It's now false, but it's supposed to be true. And therefore, we need to mix these around. Like so. This is just stupid, but okay. So we flip those around in order to get this to work. Still works though, but yeah. No. Trying to read properly local grid and local button type, that didn't work. Okay. Right, because we're doing it here. That doesn't work. All right, so we're gonna do here. Hold on. There we go. So we're gonna do the exactly the same thing. Shield grid. And we're gonna do shield resistance button. And we're gonna do the setter here. It can be true this time, right? Let's test this out. I have no idea. No errors. No errors. That's very problem. All right. Now we have a function that actually do what it's supposed to. I'm gonna rename this collapse resistance. Rename that. All right. Now I'm gonna call this again. I'm gonna call it not that. Sorry. Do a new one. This is gonna be armor hidden. We're gonna do another one. This is gonna be core hidden. I mean, I could do this in C++. Fuck. So there, this is going to be shield. It's going to be armor grid, and we're gonna have armor button. Is this button? Don't. In there, and our core hidden. That. Go. And this is core core grid, core button, and like so. And let's test this out. Oh, that was actually more complicated than I wanted it to be. Right, I haven't set that up, haven't I? No, I haven't. I haven't. That's correct. I haven't. I'm gonna check the. Let's see here. Font. Is that Roboto? Fucking Roboto. Yeah. 14. Thank you. We can remove. We can set that to 1. Maybe not. That would be a little bit bigger. Off that. Okay. What the fuck did I become? Oh, right. That one. Sorry. Nah. Nah. Okay. I want this to be left. I don't know. We'll see. We test it out, and that's all we can do, right? Oh, right. I didn't set it up yet. Idiot! Idiot! There we go. Thing and just do it again. And let's see. So this is going to be armor. Let's see. And now we're gonna have the armor grid here and the armor resistance button. Oh. There we go. All right, let's do it for the core as well. Stop it again. All right, there we go. Now I'm gonna have the core grid. Oh, and core button. All right. Let's see what it looks like. What the fuck? It's not. Oh, wait a minute. Did I not? Did I? First of all, I didn't hook it up. I also remembered. Oh, I actually did it there. All right. Okay. Work now. hook it up, man. You got to hook it up. Okay. There's the core, that's the armor, and that's the shield resistances. All right. Cool. Now we can close those down if we don't really want to look at one specific one. Do that. Cool. Whew. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. So the next thing I want to do now is, of course, start working on hooking these up and placing them out exactly where I want them. Technically, I wonder, do I want some space in between them, or can do that simply by going to this guy here and vertical box. Take left. I'm taking 3. Take 3 from the right as well. I mean, this is not a beauty pageant right now. Right now, we're just looking for functionality. But there you go. Looks better anyway. So, I don't know if I like text being starting so far. Like I said, it's not a beauty contest. Still fucking shit. Don't I do it? That's the text. We don't need any 5. Oh, I already have that, right? There we go. Concept and boom. That's fine. Hooey, 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 indeed. Hooey, indeed. Okay. So let's start working at the absolute inner part. So let's see, electromagnetic there. This is going to be called resistance type name. That percent here is going to be resistance percent, and the progress bar is going to be resistance progress bar, right? For now, let's see here. Is there anything else? Well, the root size box always. Yeah, all right. Let's create our C++ class. Like UI. Do a widget. Let's see here. Before we can go here and look at where the hell is my widgets? Let's see. Where's my? There we go. Widget. Widgets and fitting menu. Yeah, we'll put it in here with the fitting vehicle fitting, right? Yeah, that's fine. Put it there. Use the widget. Create a C++ class, and this is going to be in widgets, fitting menu, up here. What the hell are we going to call this? We're going to call this resistance view widget, because why the fuck not, right? Why the hell not? So I've been start moving away from the whole controller system. And because earlier I've been doing a lot of widget controller and trying to separate out that we don't have too much information in the widget that we can have in a controller, and then we let the controller contact everything, and the controller grab all the information and whatnot. And the good thing with having that type of system is that you can reuse controllers, widgets for different tasks, and you change the controller, and then you can have a widget that have 5, 6, 7, 8 different controllers that using the same widget. But I have realized that what I do is more of a one-to-one relationship, and in the end it feels like all I do is adding an extra file just because, without any type of real reasoning behind it. So I've been start introducing using widgets and using the widget itself, because I don't get any of the benefits of separation. So I don't know. Maybe it's stupid, maybe it's smart. I don't know. I just feel like it feels like, because I have one-to-one relationship with all my widgets and my widget controllers, it doesn't really give me the advantage that the extra work is actually demanding. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this widget and do everything in this instead of adding a controller to it. So that's what we're going to do anyway. So, all right. So what do we need? Well, we need the actual stuff that we are creating here. We need to have the root box, for example. So we're gonna have a U object pointer, T object pointer, Jesus. U size box. We'll declare that, and we're gonna call this root size box. Let's see if I remember this, but it should be fine. U property meta, and this is going to be bind widget. There we go. Boom. Right. Now I'm going to have a text. Let's see here. Resistance type text name. So it's going to be a U text block. Text block. It's going to be. Rename this. Let's see. Copy that. Then we're gonna have another text block. Sorry, that is the text box we wanted. There. This is a progress bar, so I'm gonna use a U progress bar as well. U progress bar. Forward declare. And there. So let's see. First, we're gonna have a function called void set resistance name. Right. I'm gonna have a function called void. Let's see here now. No, these things is going to be controlled from within the widget. Hold on. So where are we going to listen to? Where are we going to listen to the gas system? We need to keep track on all these. Yeah, so we're going to have a function here. So whenever we are updating in the upper level, that's when we're going to listen to it, where we're adding these. And whenever we do that, we're going to listen to it, and then we're going to use functions on these. So there's going to be a void set resistance %. And this is going to do two things, right? You're going to do two things. Oh my God, I can't even spell. There we go. This is going to be setting a float. It's going to have a float value called resistance. Let's see. This is going to have a float value. No, it's not. Hold on. You're going to have a full value. Then we do the calculation. Yeah. New resistance. So let's see. Let's grab these. This is going to be probably an F string or an F name. I don't know. Let's resistance name. That's fine. Let's see here. I'm thinking more about set resistance % because we're gonna get a float here, and a float value that is maybe, for example, 92.5 as we have on the screen here. We want to set the text, but we also want to set the actual behind the scene, right? But that's not true. Yes, it is. This will always be a percentage. This will always be a percentage 0 to 100. Will never be above 100. Will never be below 0 because it is a percentage value, even though it comes in a float value. Therefore, would always be in a percent. We'll never have a max. Doesn't have a max value. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. I have to talk myself into what the hell we were doing here. So we're gonna do this. This is gonna be a float. We're gonna say percentage, and we're gonna do a set text on that one, right? Text. There we go. And there's gonna be an F text. And the question is, can we do from a float to an F text? I don't think so. And we think we need to do it from a float. Maybe. F text from string, from number. So let's see here. How the hell did I do it? I have it on other places. I have a float, and I want that to be a 1 decimal value. Right. So let's take a quick gander at that. What the hell did I do before? This is the widget controllers. reprocess. Sorry, not reprocess. What the fuck am I doing there? Here we go. Storage button select. What the hell am I doing? Vehicle. Maybe here. Float change. Get numeric value. Up the text. Let's see that one. There we go. Up the text. That's what we want to do. This is exactly what we want to do. And number. Then we're going to take that resistance percent text block. I'm going to set that there, all right? But this could be a value. Oh, shit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set that and I want to multiply that with 0.1, right? So it's going to be a float percent. So if this is 99, it's a 0.01. So if you had 99%, take 1, 9.9. That's wrong. If I had 99 times 0.01, it's 0.99. So if I have 99.5 times 0.01, 0.995, yeah. Right, so now we can take our progress bar, set percent, do I use the percent? Or do I set it to 0 to not 1? Wow, interesting. No, it's 0 to 1. It's gotta be. Right? Yeah, it's gotta be that. Right. Also gonna set the name here. Equals no. Set text and I'm gonna set an f text from string. I'm gonna say resistance name. There we go. That's it. We can also, if we want to, we can just do a little if resistance type name, just to do a security check. Shouldn't be a problem, but you know, just better. You can do that down here too if you want to. You can do it here. If the hell was that all about? And do comp. Oh, that would be outside. Oh. All right. That was that. Now we got that. Yeah, we'll take it from there. We're gonna take this over here. Just gonna make sure that everything is saved. Save all. Close this guy. We're gonna restart this. Right. Let's open that up. Yeah, I'm gonna set this user widget class settings. I'm gonna call this assistant view widget. There we go. It compiled nicely, so that's not a problem now. Cool. Now we want to do not you. Forget about you. This bad boy. Because we want to populate these things in code, not like so. So we want to create one of these classes. It's a resistant display widget. So we're gonna do the same thing here. Plus there. Oh. Nope. Yes. No. Da 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 da. What do you mean offline? All right. That looked really weird. Looked like I ended up offline, but it wasn't. I was like, what? All right. Nice. This is my resistant widget display. So this is this one. So what is I need? I need some shield. Hell, it is uniform grid panel. Right. C++. See this is the guy. No. Play. This is the guy. Public. What do you call it? Uniform grid panel. T object pointer. Uniform panel. Here, uniform grid panel. That's it. We're gonna have shield grid. We also need to use a U property and meta, and there's gonna be a bind widget. We're gonna have 3 of these guys. for each. One for shield, one for armor, and one for 4. Okay. See how to set that up in a bit. I don't know if there's anything else we really need to connect. We always want to do the size box though, just in case. Root size box. Just in case. Size box. Thank you. All right. We also need a T subclass of. We're gonna do a view resistance view widget. We'll clear that. This is gonna be called view widget class. Boom. Let's use a view property on that one as well, so we can get the full advantage of our. Why are you red? Oh, okay. Rude size box. All right. So anyway, so we get full service of the garbage collection system. Let's see. We want to have a constructor on this. We need to do something in the constructor. Do one of those. Boom. See, easily peasily, we're gonna just collect some information about that. We don't have to freaking remember everything in our little brain because it's so small. Just copy this little code here. Boom. And let's see here. This is gonna be a. Oh shit, we got material. Object finder, and this is the wrong one. This is going to be class finder. Class finder. Oh, and this is going to be class. So, and so many files open already. Go. So this is a resistance view widget, and I'm gonna say, boom, okay, and boom, and I'm gonna get the class reference, blueprint, UI, ship windows, and it's the view we want. Top reference. Boom. Boom. And no. Get the whole fucking thing there. There we go. Nice. We're also gonna say, gonna get a little virtual class here. And it's called set something set. Is set. Params is set. Thank you. All right, there we go. Cool. And we are going to have a function where we're gonna fill our grids. We're gonna fill all our grids. Void fill grids. Fill grids. Arr. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Give me your grids. I'll fill it for you. All right, and we're gonna do that after we have set the params. Boom. Now here is the problem. Oh, how the fuck do we do this? How do we fill the grids? We know how many we're gonna have. We know how many we're gonna have. We're gonna have 8 times 3. And we need to store them. We're gonna store them. I'm gonna create this and then we're gonna store them. So we're gonna create this bind callbacks to dependencies. That's fine. That's where you have to start, right? I mean, honestly, in this particular, yeah. No, I want to keep a track on them. I want to track. It's just I've never done anything like this where it's like all need to be set up. Let's gonna bind callbacks to dependencies anyway. Because we need to track all these fuckers. We got a few of these. Don't need to do this. So let's see. Do this straight after we fill our grids. Before we fill our grids. I'm gonna take our ability system component, and then we're gonna get the set, the attribute set, so we can store there that. We're going to store an attribute set, the health attribute set. UGD. I don't know. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. No, we don't need to bind any freaking widgets. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Get out of here. Get out of here. Right. So that is that. I'm gonna set that. Basically, we're gonna get our new ability system component get set, and this is going to be UGD health attribute set. Do we need any parameters on that? I don't think so. This is going to be, we're going to set that health attribute set equals that. This is going to be a const, sorry. Ah, shit, that's the problem. Yes. That's the problem. We can't do this way. So we need to have an if statement. Boom. And we're going to say you help you blah, 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 pointer attribute set equals cast UGD. No, maybe I don't need to cast it. I need to do this into a const. Okay, there we go. That's what I need to do. Okay, and now we can do the health attribute set equals attribute set. Or can't. Fuck me. I don't even remember this anymore. Why can't I remember like I did it yesterday? Yeah, I did cast it. Cast it to a non. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Cast. I don't know. Let's test it out. This seems weird. Okay. That doesn't work either. Fuck me. Or I don't store it. Is that it? Don't store it. Don't store it at all. I just do it like that. And that's it. Fuck. I don't remember. I don't remember. Remember the day. Do, 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 do. All right. Anyway, so we need to bind these value change delegates. I need to bind them to. Do I need to have 24 fucking functions? I think I do. Damn. Yeah, it's gonna be 24 values. Every value needs a function. I'm gonna have 24 fucking values. Gonna need to be changed. All right. I'm gonna get this. Yeah, it's just yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Get shield. There we go. I'm gonna get all the list of all of these fuckers. Tags. Here we go. Get shield. So let's do that. So we start with explosive. And this is going to be that. Right? Now we're going to just do eight. Now we're going to do electromagnetic. So energy. Kinetic. Thermal. Corrosive. Radiation. And plasma. Plasma. All right. Do a little room, and then we're going to do 2 more. And now we're just going to change this to armor. I wish there. I totally missed out on how to just add multiple, so I can just do this and do it once. I've been looking online. I can't really find it. No, there's a shortcut for it. Just mark it and just plus Alt J or some shit like that. But I couldn't get it to work. Do it like this. Now, next time, go pretty fast to do it anyway. I'm gonna do it core. So the thing is that we won't have this this window open as we add new things to our vehicle and see it update in real time. So that's why we need to make sure that we get all these updates in real time. All right. So now we need 24 functions. Um, so basically it's the same fucking function. All right. That's probably why we need to create the. We need to have fill grids before we do the callbacks. I don't know. We'll deal with it when we get there. We need to have all the functions. It's gonna be a 24 nice little functions. Do one of these. I'm gonna copy it here. It has to look like this. I cannot change it. Yeah. So shield explosive. Feels weird, but this is the way it is. Oh my god. Maybe. No, I'm thinking maybe we can put this into the actual widget and have it listening to it from there, but then I'll have problems. I just need to tell it exactly which value to listen to. Maybe I can do that. Maybe I can do that. Send that. The question is, can I send this? As a input. Because this start feeling like very weird. I should be able to just add this. Now I have it here. As a parameter. So create it, send it as a parameter. And then inside that, I'm binding it. I'm doing this stuff here. That's the attribute right there. Then I can do it all in one function. I'm setting the function inside the view widget instead. Setting it here instead of here. And I just do this. And I just called on attribute change. Okay. On attribute changed. Adding that. And then I do here I do a void bind attribute. And what I want to do there, guessing, is I want to add one of these. I don't know if this is going to work, but incoming attribute. Then here, is where I actually add this. Set incoming attribute. Now we're just gonna include the attribute set. And this is going to be a function that we are so we need to have a function here on attribute changed. There we go. And on attribute change, do that. Take the data and take new value. That should do it, right? So that means I'll bind the attribute with whenever I create a new thing. I have to think about this. I don't know. It seems. How should I put it? I just want this not to be rushed through. So I need to take a few minutes and just think this through. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna come back to this tomorrow and see if we can continue with this or if it's already done. If I do it tonight, I don't think so because it started getting pretty late here. Get up. Sorry, get up pretty early in the morning, taking dogs for a walk and stuff like that. So I'll see you next time on Swap Up Gaming. I hope that we had some people in here chatting away, and I hope to see you soon again. Until then, on Swap Up Gaming, and take it easy. Bye bye.